What's going on, y'all country folks? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I really don't know what we're gonna be doing, but I know I'm about to go out here and see if I can see any deer back here at my bait pile eating on the corn. So I guess I'll pick y'all back up when we get there and see if there's any deer. Alright, just made it back here. So far, I'm not seeing any deer. Yeah, I don't think there's any deer back there. Yeah, there's definitely no deer. I came up in here earlier today and there's a deer up in here, right here. But I do have some stuff I want to talk to y'all about. And so I guess let's get right into that. So the first thing I need to talk to y'all about is y'all haven't been able to watch my videos because they got privated on YouTube. So that was on me. That was big time on me. I actually went to post I'll put these videos right here, and yeah, I posted them and I couldn't and they just weren't getting views, and I was like, oh, that's funny. So last night I figured out, the other day I figured out, oh, I must probably do my videos. So last night I got on there, and the way you can really easily unprivate your videos is you just go on there and click like you're gonna upload a video, and then when you get to the last step before you upload a video, you can select if you want private, not private, you want private or public, or comments or no comments. And so that's all I had to do to fix that. The second thing is I actually have just figured out how to edit videos. So those were my first two good edited videos, and they were privated. So we got all that fixed. Everything's new. So hopefully it won't happen again. And if it does, it should be an easy fix. But if it does happen again, I should be able to hop on there and fix it real quick. Yeah, that was one thing I had to fix. Oh, and also tomorrow, which is the 15th, filming this on the 14th. Tomorrow is opening day of squirrel season here in Georgia. And so I am definitely going to be in the squirrel woods tomorrow. I'm definitely going to be in the woods tomorrow looking for a squirrel. I've already seen one today. But yeah, so if y'all wondering kind of, what I do in a day, I actually get up at 6:20 in the morning, and I go downstairs to our treadmill and I run a mile. I run a mile on the treadmill. I come up, do chores, eat breakfast, and do my school, and then I come film videos. And videos is what I would like to do. I'm hoping to get 100 subscribers by my birthday on October the 8th. So, I want y'all to go subscribe, hit the subscribe button, make it where it's red and make it turn gray. So, hoping for that. But yeah, that's kind of like what I do in a day. But so I'm doing a workout, something for workout, a workout class. And so yeah, I had, for my first week of it, I have to run a mile. I have to do a mile every day for my first week of the class and stuff. So yeah, it's been interesting. So yeah, it's been pretty pretty fun. But luckily we got a TV down there, so I can kind of watch TV and run on the treadmill. Also, I've been out here doing target practice with my 22. I make these little things like y'all remember, if y'all know when like I was little and stuff. What we'd do is we'd take a cup, a water bottle, and we'd put vinegar in it and put baking soda in it, and it would erupt. But I do that with water bottles now. But I seal the cap on tight. So then when you shoot it, it goes like, and it's not dangerous at all. It's just that with all the pressure built up in it, it just splits the bottle open pretty wide. And I also shoot CCI ammo, CCI hollow point ammo, and it's my favorite ammo. That's what I use for squirrel hunting all the time, and it just seems to be the best. The best for squirrels and stuff. They're hollow point, and then I also for squirrel hunting, I use it's a CCI 22. It's a 20 or 22 grain hollow point. And then for trapping, I use what is it? It's an Ogula 20 grain hollow point. And I really like the Ogulas for trapping because the hollow point on them is a little wider. And so yeah, that's what I use for trapping and running trap lines and stuff and predator hunting. So one thing I wanted to show y'all is what kind of traps I use when I'm trapping. In our trapping months in Georgia, you are legally allowed to trap raccoons all year long. So I don't even do it once past about February, I quit trapping unless I got a problem. But I'm gonna show y'all the traps I use and the stakes and stuff. So let's get right into that. So the traps I actually use for raccoon trapping are these, they're called a dog-proof trap, and I really like these a lot. So basically what happens is there's a trigger right here. And I don't know if y'all can see down in there, there's that little oval right there, or the hole. And what they do is, what happens when they stick their finger down in here, this right here, so this squeezes shut. I can't do it because I'm not strong enough yet. But this squeezes shut, and then this metal bar comes down and latches in the notch of that trigger right there. And so then when he pulls up on it, the trigger comes down, and this slips out of the little notch right there and allows this to come back, and it catches the coon by his wrist. It is it's totally safe, and dogs can't get caught in it, cats can't get caught in it, no pets can get caught in it, only things with fingers can get caught in it. So like occasionally you will catch a skunk in one of these, but very rarely you'll get one in these traps. So also I'm going to show y'all what kind of stakes I use. And I don't have that many traps. I just kind of started getting into this about 2 years ago. I just have three dog-proof traps. That works for me. But when I'm trapping on a sandbar, say on the bank of my creek at my property, or the creek behind my house, I'm gonna use a steel trap cable. Steel works best. Rather than a chain. A chain will actually grab the sand. If you catch one and he's swiveling around, it'll grab the sand and actually dig a hole. Basically dig a hole when he's spinning around. So I would use a chain. So I use a chain when I'm trapping in the dirt. Because that dirt will mold into the loops of the chain right there. And it'll kind of give it more grip. But I mostly have steel. And also, steel works fine for trapping in dirt. Here in Georgia, we have red clay, so it works fine for trapping in dirt. I just prefer steel in the sandbar over a chain. And some people use a trap stake to stake their traps in the ground. I use this little grapple. You hammer it in like this, and when you pull up on it, it latches like that, and so it holds really tightly. And then when I'm coyote trapping, I use it's an MB 550 coyote trap, and it works really well. So what happens basically when the trap jaws, these right here, that's the jaw. These two are the jaws of the trap. When this gets pulled back like that, these will open and you can latch it with this. So yeah, you basically, when the jaws come down, you put the jaws right there, and then you pull this over and it latches onto that plate, the back of the plate right there, and brings it up. I'll set it real quick for y'all so y'all can see what it's like. See one set. So here's the trap set. Basically what happens when he pushes down on the plate right here, it pushes so far down that the trigger right there comes up and releases jaws. It slams shut, which then brings, so these right here, they're on a spring. It'll close the jaws up, it'll shut it. This is a very safe trap. It does not hurt at all. It just holds the coyote in there. I was with a glove on just so it doesn't like break skin or anything, but it rarely breaks skin. I will stick my hand in there. It doesn't hurt at all. So yeah, that's what I use, and I just set it off with my foot when I'm done with it. When I'm done with it, like I said, I actually have, this is what came on it, is a chain, but I will attach a steel to it just to make it a little longer if I'm trapping in red clay or on the road. And then what I just use a simple pan to, whatever, you just get the dirt over the trap so that it's like that. And then I have, for my bait, I use Cleats Apple Road horse meat bait. That's it right there. Yeah, this Cleats Apple Road horse meat bait, it works really good. It stinks. It stinks. Ooh, it stinks. It is a little pricey. It's $22.99, so it's $23. It's a little pricey, but it works. And then I have a hammer. I always keep a hammer in here for staking traps into the ground. But I use instead of the back of one of the trapping hammers to dig your dirt hole, I just use a big drill bit, and I drill it in the ground. It makes a good dirt hole. So that's what I use for. So this is basically all my trapping gear that I have here. I'm doing this in our garage with my boat in the background. I have a lot. I actually got, funny thing is, when I was trapping at my farm last year, a raccoon, it's a barrel swivel, or no, it's not a barrel swivel. It's like a carabiner, but it screws in. A raccoon, he got caught, he unscrewed it from there and ran off with my trap on his leg. And I was amazed that he could do that. I try to keep my cables and traps separated. Obviously, I haven't trapped since like March is probably the last I was trapping. and I had a coon trap set, because we went in March on our river here in Georgia, the Oconee River, the white bass run. Some people call them sand bass. We call them white bass down here. The white bass run, and then in early March we go and catch crappie on the bed. So, anyways, like I was saying, we had caught some fish, filleted them up, and went and dumped the I have a little spot back there on our creek where I just dumped the guts and stuff. So, I dumped it back there within a night. Those guts were gone. So, we went back to the river the next day. We caught some more. So, I went and put it back there. I put a little dog proof back there on it. And it did not take long at all. A raccoon, I caught one within the first night. And then, so I went back and I was like, dang, it's a pretty good spot. So I went back and set 2 traps and caught 2 coons there within the first night. Within the second night of it being there. So, yeah, that was pretty good right there. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, how I try to keep my cables and traps separated. So basically what I do for that is when I'm doing that, hold on just a second, y'all. Just screwing a barrel swivel back on here so I don't lose it. When I'm doing a trap, when I'm doing that, I take a carabiner right here, and with all my cables and chains on it, and I just hook them on there, one after another. So I just hook them, and like that, and it's super easy. This is like a cheap $1 or $2 Ozark Trail carabiner. It's definitely not a carabiner for climbing, but it works for trapping and stuff. So that's what I do, and I just take that, and I can just come in here and I can clip them on, and that holds all my cables and stuff. So yeah, I really like that. And then I just keep my barrels, and then I'll put my barrel swivels on there too. Or these aren't a barrel swivel. I don't know why I keep calling them a barrel swivel. So I just put these little, it's like a screw-on carabiner. I just put those on there instead of that. But yeah, these traps, this trap right here, I've had it for about a year and a half, 2 years, and it rusted out within the first night. This used to be, imagine like this used to be like the color of this trapping pan. That's what this trap used to be the color of, but it got rusted out. So, but it got rust on it, but it's fine. Don't worry if it gets rust on it. They still work. Like I said, they still work with rust on them. So that's definitely good. And I just take that, I put it on here. I just screw that in like that. Got a lot of deer showing up on camera, so that's a good sign. But then when it's like that, I can just take it over there to the pegs. I can hang this up, and that's good. I might actually, you know what? I might use the carabiner and connect all my traps together. But I keep my traps in this bag right here and stuff. How I get it in there is I put my trapping pan first. I put my hammer first and that, and then I put my trapping pan, and then I put the sifting pan. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Now I put my sifting pan down. Then I put my hammer down, and then I just take my traps and I set these in here. and I can fit 3 dog crews and a coyote trap in here pretty comfortably, and that works pretty well. So yeah, that's what I use for trapping, and then my cleat type of road horse meat bait, and that works really well. So yeah, but I think that's all we have for today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell. Like I always say in the end of every video, we out of here, y'all.